a great potential about the marine products. According to assessment of CCIF, Conservation and Community Investment Forum, Indonesia has a wide coastline till 95,181 kilometers. Indonesia also spans 17,480 islands and 81,000 kilometers of coastline that linking it to the ocean. Like in the map, that shows the potential of Indonesian marine product, but it only just several products in marine resources. So about distribution of Indonesian fishermen. After we know about the marine product of Indonesia Sea, so automatically distribution of the fishermen in Indonesia actually follow by the great potential of the coastline. So beyond of coastline, actually there are fishermen communities. But ironically, with the great potential, with the great marine product in Indonesia, most of the coastal communities in poverty line, they always get limited access to the socio-economic institution, like in public health, low education, limited sanitation, and also the financial services. Many studies that tell about the poverty in coastal communities, like in Goa, in Surabaya, in North Halmahera, in Semarang, and in North Minahasa, also in Cirebon. So, the one of the most the great potential in Indonesia is Java has one of great potential in Indonesia. This can be seen by us. East Java has a coastline that also in the wide area. Next. In East Java, there are some regency that have also the great potential of the coastal communities. This is the Jember Regency in my hometown. Next. Nah, the one of the many sub district in Jember is Puger village. So I'll try to tell about the coastal communities in the Puger village. How condition about them. This is the condition of market fisherman village in Puger. Next. This is the port condition about Puger village. Next. Actually, the poverty in Puger village have helped by governance with the program of house of coastal communities. But now the building is abandoned. So there's several house built that be lived by some coastal communities. This is the condition of program, a government program. Next. So we will take the factors of poverty in coastal communities. There are three factors: natural factor, income management, and low human resources. The first is natural factor. There are two factors in coastal communities. The first is farming season, and the second is harvest season. In the farming season, all the fishermen, although the by the absence of the season, the farming season. All of coastal communities has get the farming season. Paceklik, semua merasakan ketika masa paceklik itu tiba. But in harvest season, not all of coastal communities has get the maximal result. So here also work the sustain factor of each stakeholder. But there are one words about the coastal fishermen working at the sea can be said to be a fancy job because work in the sea is unpredictable. So although now is harvest season, tidak semua not all fishermen can get the maximum result. If we work in agency, we will get the salary same as we work. But in the sea, if we work in the sea, although we work hard, although we work every day, it tidak menjamin bahwa the result of the marine product has maximum like this. And the second is income management. The coastal community in Puger village is low knowledge about the management income. So when they get the result of their work in the sea, we must spend their salary, their result in short time. Yeah, they always spend their result, always spend their salary instantly, like this. And the third is low human resources. Many fishermen have a principle. We don't need a high education, but we just need work harder. So it be a principle. We don't need a high education. We just work harder, and we will get the result like this. But now it never related by the season. Next. This is the place of this action in Puger. The return of the marine product hopefully can use the auction system to make a fair price. But there, TPI, this auction place, never used by all coastal communities here. Usually they do the transaction like in the market. There is a deal between the capital owner and boat owner. Next. This is the figure Pandega. Pandega is fisherman. The fisherman that help put the fish from the sea to the TPI. Next. This is the bargaining between Pengambek, Juragan Kapal, and Pandega. Pengambek is the capital owner. Juragan Kapal is the boat owner, and Pandega is the fisherman. Next. This is the working model of the land shark. There is the linking between Pandega, Juragan Kapal, Pengambek, feather, and banks. Next. The other problem is in Puger is localization. the place is still present till now. Although in Open Gate, first the localization is closed, but actually not like that. This is defining problem about coastal communities activities. The first usually become a center of economic activities. The second is financial illiteracy, and the third is consumptive culture of fishermen communities. The fourth is low education level, like I will explain just now, and the last is adultery. Next. So I try to explain about the proposed model of Islamic philanthropy to escape the fishermen from the long side. I choose wakaf to be a solution in coastal communities. The philosophy of sustainability is in line with wakaf. Literasi wakaf means to stop, contain, and to preserve. In Sharia, wakaf is voluntary. So, in case of kind compound, once of wakaf, it never gets gift, inherit, or sold. It belongs to Allah, and corpus of the wakaf always remain intact. Next. Okay, the conclusion. This is two conclusion that I will get in about my research. The first is one of the big problems in the Puger fishermen communities in the weakness capital and very on land side. Actually, this problem is not in Puger area, in Puger community, coastal community, but all of coastal communities in Indonesia have a same problem. Second, the proposed model in Islamic economic perspective in Golden School, Mosari claims that the philosophies of sustainability in line with wakaf. So, the endowment that can be solution in coastal communities, wakaf, which is one. So maybe just it. I think it's enough.